What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is good to see you all. It is good to be here. Let me fix this. I love this beanie, but I don't like the little brown thing on it. I need to find just like a straight black beanie. Oh man, what a day, guys. Happy Wednesday. I'm very much looking forward to today's live stream. We've got some interesting things to talk about. A little bit of math that I've been putting off because of some reason, I don't know. And today, the allergies are considerably worse. Considerably better. My allergies are considerably better. A couple of days worth of Dayquil really knocks down the symptoms. You know, once you get the not Dayquil. What is it that I take for allergies? It's not Claritin. I can't remember what it is. I take a pill for allergies, but I don't take it year round, right? I don't take it year round. It's not a prescribed pill, but it takes a few days for it to build up in my system. Allergies, YGC delay. We'll talk about it. It's not Claritin. It doesn't matter. I'm better. It doesn't matter. I'm better. I did forget to set up the live stream though, so let me give me about 20 seconds to get this going. The question of today's live stream, a question that I really want to work on. But before I say hi to everybody in the chat, I want to find out today if we can get some kind of, because maybe I'm just too lazy and I don't put in the time. I need to know what time Guild Wars start. What time do Guild Wars start, and what time does the cross server war start? What time? Like officially, what time do they start? Title Hero Wars. So I'm going to be exploring that. I need to do a video about it because it's a question that people keep asking. When the best time to leave their guild is, and I don't mean in a way to, to break the system or game the system or whatever, because there are people that are doing that. There are people that are gaming the system, bouncing back and forth between guilds. Monetization. There we go. Save. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I want to put an answer to the question once and for all, when is the best time to leave your guild? Now, for the most part, the answer is a very simple one. It's apparently 1 hour before your guild war and cross-server war goes live. Right? 1 hour before the wars go live is when your defenses are set. And as long as you're a member of the guild before then, you can participate in the war. At least that's what I understand. So the short answer for when the best time to leave your guild and join a new guild, to have the least downtime possible for Guild War, is any time after Saturday's relegation fights. If you are in Saturday's relegation fights. If you're not going to be in Saturday's relegation fight, then after the rewards are assigned on Friday, you can leave your guild. And so long as you're a part of the new guild by, Sunday night / Monday morning before defenses are set, then you can participate. Am I wrong? Is that the short answer? Won't leave your guild hanging, I suppose. Well, Niche, there's lots of reasons to leave a guild. I'm not saying that I'm leaving my guild, but there's a lot of reasons people leave guilds. There's a lot of reasons. What's up, Bambi? What's up? Says Ginger sucks. Woof. D. Warman is here. Susie. Susie, did you change your name? Or is this Susie? Oh, no. That's on Facebook. Basil D. Richard Cochran. Aloha, Richard. Vance. Andrian, welcome back. Klaus, good to see you. Let's see. I see a penguin there in the live stream. Pat Fez, Judge is OP, no doubt. Judge Mena teams. You know what, Pat Fez? Somebody actually mentioned to me yesterday in that video that Judge is effective against Osh. And I'm dying to explore that. I'm perfectly right, says Klaus. Excellent. There's more to it than that. Like, we need to find out exactly what times the wars start, so that I can give people a physical, like, this is the time. Like, you need to be in your new guild by this minute or earlier. If you're any later, you cannot participate. So that's the rest of the video. Tunes is here. Christopher Washington, good to see it. Man, my beanie's riding up. I'm getting so excited. Topaz Blue. Sanjeev, welcome back. Open your eyes and die, says here. He is present and accounted for. FMA Rose, hola. Michael. Niche, of course. Osha is here. Good to see you, Osha. Why are you watching on YouTube now? I used to watch on Facebook all the time. Hero Wars Guide is here. Finkel's allergies be gone. Man, I feel so much better. I got a good night's rest last night. I feel so much better. Claritin. Claritin works for me. You know, Nisha, I tried a bunch of different flavors of allergy medication before I found one that worked for me. And now that I know what works, it's the only kind I will buy. Glad to hear that you're feeling better. How's Remy? Remy's upstairs asleep. RPG Holic says Dayquil and a lot of fruit juices with their vitamin C are my go-tos when I'm sick. So we can't keep a lot of fruit juices in the house because the boys just consume it. They just dump it down their throat. Orange juice, lemonade, apple juice. Which I guess is better than like drinking Coke or whatever, right? Imagine 20 seconds in the team challenge. Did you get below 17? Yeah, we have somebody that beat my team in 17 seconds. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Ken, what's up, Ken? Tanya H, we need 100 likes today, please and thank you. Sounds good. Judge plus Yasmin is Judgment. Ned S, welcome back. But you need to be assigned as a guild champion in order to participate, which also takes time. Very true, very true. I think also that is worth mentioning. The video isn't here yet, obviously. But, you know, people keep asking me, so I thought I would, and I've done videos about timing and when things go live and everything in the past, but I want to have a video out there that, you know, people can refer to, be like, when's the best time to leave the guild? Bam, here's what it is. 75 and sunny in Hawaii, you suck. What's up, Glenn from Connecticut? I bet it's not 75 and sunny in Connecticut, Glenn. It was the Taco Bell that helped you? Oh man, the Taco Bell really cleaned me out. Not in the way you think. Not in the way you'd hope. Is there a lag of 30 seconds on the chat? Yes. It's not 30 seconds, but yeah, there is a lag between what's displayed now versus if you're watching on the YouTube app. The best time to leave your guild is after End of War on Friday or on Saturday and before start of in-game day Monday. Guild War starts at 12 p.m. UTC, but you can't participate in Guild War in the new guild until Monday. Where's Griffin, the taco leaks? Oh, man. Winterfest Music Express. Winterfest doesn't start until the last week of December. Roughly the last week of December. So let's discuss some of the good reasons why you would leave a guild. If your guild isn't performing, if there's not enough people in your guild, you should leave a guild and find a guild that there's plenty of people in, right? You're missing out on a lot of daily rewards if you're not in a full or close to full guild. And not only that, but you need a full guild that is doing activity every day, right? Hitting activity goals. You need a guild that's collecting enough Titanite every day. You need a guild that's participating in your platform's activity. Like you need a guild that's participating against the Hydra Head or against the guild raid system here on Hero Wars Facebook and web. You need that kind of participation. Right? And if you don't have those in your existing guild and you want those, then you absolutely should jump ship. All right? These internet strangers do not care about you. You and I have a different relationship, right? I'm not going to jump ship on the live stream guild for any of those reasons. Of course, none of those reasons are problems in the live stream guild, but all of those are fantastic reasons for you to leave your guild and find a new one. Maybe you are wanting to punch up a little bit. Maybe you are in the Silver League guild and you want to participate in Gold League shenanigans. Maybe you are in a Bronze League or a Silver League and you want to participate in cross-server war on Hero Wars Mobile. You need a guild that communicates. If you have a guild that doesn't communicate, if you have a guild that communicates but you can't stand the people, these are internet strangers. Go about your life. Go about your life. You know, I actually heard a funny life lesson from a friend not too long ago. And this friend said that everybody that you come across is an NPC, like a non-playable character. Think about the guy that sold me the Taco Bell. I have no relationship with that guy that sold me the Taco Bell at the drive-thru window, right? Shame on him, by the way. Holy jumping. Anyway, the guy has his own life, right? He's got his own family. He's got his own goals. He's got his own problems. He's got his own, aspirations and life issues. He's got all of that. He's got a girlfriend or a boyfriend or both. And I don't care about any of that, right? And I shouldn't care about any of that. I don't have enough energy in my day to care about fully every individual that I come across. So the idea that every time you come across a new person in your life, every time you go through the checkout lane at a grocery store, every time you deal with a bank teller, every time you have to call in customer service to, your dog's vet or whatever. These are non-playable characters that are in your life, in your game, the game of life, to help you manage your life. And if you treat people like that, it's kind of a bad way to treat people. If you're mean to NPCs in games, then maybe you shouldn't abide by this theory. But if you're nice to NPCs in your games, then, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I just thought that was an interesting interesting concept. And you can apply that to these people in your guild. These are all people that you're never going to meet. Like, I'm never going to meet anybody. I may meet a couple of you. I've met one or two of you, actually. Some of my viewers I know personally. I've spent some time with personally. And I would look forward to, hanging out with them again in the future and maybe even meeting more of you in the future. But for the most part, none of us are ever going to meet. And, it's the same for your guild members. If you're not having fun in this game because of another person, you need to leave that guild. You need to leave that guild. It's that simple. So don't join a guild with Charlie in it because he hates dungeon and doesn't do Hydra. I'll have you know that not only do I hate the dungeon, but I also collect more Titanite than most people. Than the average player. I collect more Titanite than the average player. So you're both right. And I do Hydra. I do the Hydra. I just don't show you doing the Hydra. That makes good sense. But other than that, mine is awesome. I love my guilds. My guilds are great. I wish that they could be a little better sometimes, but I just like people to be better. Overall. What other reasons can you leave a guild? Maybe your guild is leaving. Maybe your guild is going to a different server and you don't want to leave your server. Maybe your guild is being swallowed up by a larger super guild and you don't want to be a part of that. Or maybe you are actually being moved within your super guild from guild C to guild A, right? From your main guild to the second guild or the third guild or whatever. Because there are guilds that do that. People shuffle players between guilds all the time. So the right time to leave is after guild rewards on Friday. But before defenses are assigned on the next war. And with enough time to be assigned as a guild champion. Now, crossover war and guild and global championships are a little different, but I think the premise is the same, right? You can't participate in an active crossover war, right? You can't participate in an active like you can't join a guild that's active in a guild crossover war, and you can't participate that day, right? Am I wrong in saying that, or are you allowed to? Are you allowed to participate if you join a guild mid-fight? You literally made me want to leave your guild, and I'm not in your guild. I'm like, no, to them, why be nice? Because society expects it. Malphus, let's be clear. I'm telling you about a theory that a friend of mine was discussing. I'm not saying that that's how you should treat people. No. You should treat people like human beings. You should be very kind. I do believe in karma. It doesn't hurt anybody to be nice. Can't participate. So you need to join the guild with enough time before a crossover war starts to be assigned as a champion. And to set your defenses, right? And the reason why I mention that separately is because crossover war can happen at any time. Not just on Monday morning. Asking for a friend. On Facebook, when a new player joins a guild, if they participate in guild wars in the previous one, you can add them only on Sunday for the next week. Aha, okay. You can participate in next crossover war day after you join. Only can participate in next crossover day after you join. Okay, perfect. Treat others how you would want to be treated. Exactly. Treat others better than you would like to be treated. Is what my mom taught, actually. Dungeon is mana after realizing he's too much of a gambler. Similar to the rest of your wars. Okay. Be excellent to each other. Yeah. Be excellent to each other. I like that. My guild is bad because the server is about to die. All great reasons to leave your guild. It's okay to feel bad about it. But you shouldn't let it stop you having fun in this game. You shouldn't keep that from letting you have fun in this game. You get more love with honey than vinegar. On mobile, there's a problem period. If you join a guild before Friday reset, you won't be able to participate in wars. Interesting. Should I leave my guild if I'm not a champion? That's not a question that I can answer for you, Basil. Do you want to be a champion? If you want to be a champion and you feel like that's how you will derive enjoyment from this game, then you need to have that conversation with your guild. Be like, I want to be a champion. You either are not good enough to be a champion in that guild, or you're being kept out of being a champion for a specific reason. Who knows what that reason might be? Maybe favoritism, maybe it's nepotism, maybe they just don't like you. If you want to be a champion and they're not letting you be a champion and you're strong enough to be a champion, then you should find a guild that lets you be a champion. If that's more important to you than the family and the loyalty aspect of joining a guild full of internet strangers. Any idea on tomorrow's event? Not yet, Osha. Not yet. What is a crossover war mobile worth for? It just gives you blue trophies, and those are just for the Starbuck evolutions. M.E.T.A, that's a great question. I actually got into it a little bit with a member of Loadrunner's Discord this morning. He was implying that the only reason to play the game is crossover wars. And that kind of harkens back to, how do you have fun in Hero Wars? Different people have fun in Hero Wars for different things. You're all champions? Yeah, Michael, you're all champions in my book. You're all champions. Maybe I should rename the Guild War... I'm sorry. Maybe I should rename the YouTube Guild to the YouTube Guild Champions. If you join my YouTube Guild, you're one of my YouTube Guild Champions. I like that. Michael, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. You have to be dependable to be a champion in a guild. Maybe you're not dependable. I'm not a champion now. I was before, and it's great. It means I don't have to worry about logging on when they need me, but I get great rewards. That's part of it. Charlie's Heroes. Galahad is the champion of Charlie's Heart. Okay. All right. Global Championship is delayed. Global Championship officially, as of today, has been delayed until March 1st. March 1st. I don't know if you guys recall, about, 2 weeks ago? Actually, I can look up. I can look up when I did. I published a video a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, I don't remember what it was, asking for feedback about when the the Global Championship should go live. Give me like 25 seconds to find. It was before Black Friday, right? Treasure hunt. It was, let's see. Feedback needed. Okay, so it was 2 weeks ago. Right. Full screen capture, play. We'll mute this. So it was Global Championship feedback needed, Hero Wars Mobile. It was a short video. The entire purpose was sharing this bit of news. Global Championship, oh, look at that. That's a flattering screenshot right there. Global Championship release is scheduled to early 2022, and according to our predictions, release can be early January, as the game mode itself heavily depends on the start of calendar month. The question is, what do you think about such a release date early January 2022? Please think about this question carefully, because the feedback is extremely valuable for us, and I think that you know why. It's a holiday period. Feel free to share your opinion. So, a little bit of background behind this. There's a 2-week window between the end of the last crossover war and when the Global Championships are scheduled to start. Whenever we shared this feedback, I shared this video. Killshot shared it with his Hero Wars Mobile Discord. Tim shared it with his Facebook group, right? We gathered feedback. We gave the feedback from the comment section. I don't think many people actually commented on this, but the 30 comments that we got, they were sent over to the community managers and developers on the mobile side. My comment section was pretty tame, right? There wasn't too much to it. I actually haven't read this in a little while, so I don't know 100% that it was all positive comments. But Killshot's discussion had to be closed. It got so argumentative. People were attacking each other over this question. Anyway, they had scheduled an end to Crossover Wars December 17th. That was the last day that Crossover Wars was going to run. The very last day, December 17th. Well, that was broken this morning. That was changed this morning to, let's see, let me find it. It was changed to February 11th. February 11th is the new tournament stop time. So Loadrunner asked the question of the developers. Hey, I see that you guys changed this file in the system. I'm just curious, are you delaying global championships? And the developer came back and said, yeah, we're delaying the championships. They didn't say when they're delaying the championships to, but if there's a 2-week window from the end of when the crossover war ends, and the crossover war ends in February, then obviously it's going to start in March, right? So March. And I believe it officially starts on the first... It's the first Monday in March, right? So that would be... the 7th. The 7th? Really? The 7th? There's not enough days left. There's not enough days left in March. If you wait until the 7th. Huh. They didn't say why. They did not say why. No response so far. Well, let me see if there's been a response. Discussion. What about December 17th? The developers remember that the crossover war will break again that day. Dev says it will be changed today or tomorrow. By the way, we moved Global Championship to a later date, so it will not be released in January. There's been no responses since then. No statements since then. It's a misdirect? From what? From what? Nope, we are going to find last minute without Loadrunner or people like Charlie and Misty. Maybe. I mean, you're not going to find out last minute because there's the 2-week. They have a mandatory 2-week window to let everybody finish their crossover wars before the new one starts. It won't be last minute. We'll have at least a 2-week notice. Some of you will wake up one day and not be able to join crossover war. Open your eyes. I would imagine that's what it is. There's some bug fixes that they have not been able to get to. Internal testing shows issues that they're not done with. They're not ready to release yet. The last minute will be the ending of the crossover wars. Yeah. Oof. Big oof. The biggest oof. Brintus, you're fired. I'm curious, is Loadrunner the only person in the entire community that can check their code? Finkelso, I don't know how... I don't know. Surely not. I think there's a guy named Kevin. He was actually here. I think Kevin was actually in the live stream yesterday. I think Kevin also has tools that can do it, but I don't know what tools you need, and I don't know what systems Loadrunner has in place, or Kevin, that allows them to data mine the information. I've often thought about trying to figure it out and doing it myself, just so that I don't have to rely on Loadrunner at 2 a.m. in the morning. But ultimately, I don't care. It's fine. It's fine, right? Even if it's shared on every single platform everywhere that the leaks have occurred, like, here's the new whatever, and I share a video, it's still worth doing a video on. Burnus is fired. If we have all winter skins, we get 500 skin stones of each type, which means 1,500 skin stones. When if you want to buy a skin, you must spend 5,000 skin stones. Do you think this is fair? Bogdan, they don't have 3-4 year players in mind whenever they're building these, so I can't really answer that. Hope to God they will at least allow generals to actually assign dots for the champions in the new GC. They've come out and said that the maybe that's what they're waiting for. My son fires me daily. Burntus, you're not fired. You're hired on for seasonal help. Klaus may be onto something. Maybe they're delaying the global championships until the guild assignments are in and active and ready. Maybe that could be it. Maybe that could be all it is. Because remember the last time we heard about guild assignments, at least on the Crossover Wars Global Championship, the official word that it was going to be months after the Global Championship went live. And this delay is several months. It's 2 months. Yeah. There are not a lot of details on current meta counter teams. Most vids are over a year. Can you touch on or point to some good resources for a newer player? Eric, the most valuable piece of information that I can give you is that there is no such thing as a meta team. There's no such thing. Even the most powerful Trinity team that is Aurora, Celeste, Sebastian here on Facebook and web. The most powerful team can be countered with a single hero in almost every instance. So, first of all, defining what a meta team is for every server across every platform, it's a very difficult task. It's a very difficult task because the meta on server 25 on Facebook, there's a lot of Galahad tanks. There's a lot of Gingers. There's a lot of Ching Maos. A lot. A lot of Fenris. I can show you a video counting those. But what is a meta team? What is a meta team? There's a lot of details. There's not a lot of... Oh, I just heard that. I wake up some mornings and I have the Global Championship banner on my guild symbol. Looks like he needs a new job. It's a lot of effort. You have to look at the code. It's not fun. Okay. I don't have any of those teams on my server. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. So it's kind of impossible to do because the strategies that are going to work on my server are not going to work on your server. Excuse me. There's not a lot of Kark teams on my server, but on server 53, another Facebook server I play on, there's a lot of Kark teams. My server is full of undead and undead KSJ and a couple of twins and Kark teams. There's almost no KSJ teams on my server. Why am I coughing? Oh. Scott K. Alvanor was the Christmas hero for 2020. Tristan, Zisha, and Isaac. Tristan, Zisha, and Isaac. All three came out. Did Tristan come out this year or was it last year? Like twins, Kira, OT teams are what you can see. Okay, so, but I don't see anything on Phobos and stuff. Well, I mean, there's almost nobody leveling up Phobos. There's almost nobody leveling up Phobos. Like, what's a Phobos team? Eric, what would you consider a Phobos team? I'll happily give you information on how to counter any team you want to throw at me. But it's like, you know, what's a Phobos team? Tristan was this year. So Mobile did get 4 heroes this year. Tristan, Zisha, Isaac, and now the Winterfest hero. Tristan, Zisha, Isaac, and now the Winterfest hero. Phobos smashes Kark. Yeah, attacks the hero with the highest attack, physical attack. Best Dante counter is going to be magic damage. A strong Celeste faceless combo would do it. Oh, Dante is a tank? Oh man, any team with Celeste. Any team with Celeste. You shouldn't have... well, there's still some workaround you got to do. Any team with Celeste will do it. Because Celeste uses magic damage. Dante as a front line, it wouldn't last long. Wouldn't last long. The server I'm on, there are a lot of Yasmins and some undead teams. So the newer servers are going to have newer heroes. The newer servers are going to have newer heroes in their meta, right? A lot of Yasmins, a lot of undead, a lot of Tristans, a lot of Isaac Ginger teams, maybe a lot of chaos teams, you know, Zisha and all of that. Charlie, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much. What's your take on Artifact Chest First Eternal Seeds on Astral Seer during Winterfest? I have not yet made my decision on the best place to spend emeralds. I have not yet made the decision on the best place to spend emeralds. I think for the twins specifically, you don't want as much health. supposedly. So it's it's possible that having higher artifacts are better overall. I don't know. I haven't made my decision yet on that. I've been thinking about it a lot because it's going to become a big question that we're going to have to deal with a lot of. Starting to see some strong Chaos teams. Chaos looks really good. My server's old and has a lot of whales. You can see a wide variety of teams here. That's another problem. It's another problem. Yeah, Judge on mobile is very strong. Judge on mobile is very, very strong. So I don't know, Eric. If there was, I tell you what, how about we do this, Eric? How about we do this? If there are particular teams that you're having trouble with, I would be more than happy to make a video discussing how to counter that team. Let's do it that way. It's too broad of a discussion. And the video would do amazing, by the way. If I was to make a video saying like, here's how to counter the meta teams, the video would do insane. It would do insane, but I wouldn't be doing the video justice, right? Because it'd be like, here's a Twins team that this team can beat, but there's like 8 Twins variants. Here's a Kark team that this team can beat, and there's like 8 Kark teams, right? There's a lot of different variants of Karks and Twins and Kiras, and there's a lot. But if there's a specific team, I can happily discuss it. Zichao was one of the best heroes they made. She hits hard. So if Eternal Seeds are the rarest resource, then would teams that stack a lot of one type of hero be better, like 34 mages? Eric, in some regards, yes, but in other regards, no. Because a stack of mages is going to cost you 10,000 intelligent skin stones. And a lot of the same items. A lot of the same items to promote the color rank. I think the variety is better. I think the more hero classes you can have on a team is going to be the better. Yeah, I think Chaos. Finkelso says Zisha is very strong and she doesn't even have a second skin yet. I think that Zisha... I think the Chaos tribe is possibly better. The first tribe that's better than the Undead tribe. I think they hit it out of the park. And same Ascension items? Yep. The only benefit you get for stacking mages is the Tree of Wisdom, and the amount of stats you get from the Tree of Wisdom actually isn't that much. Which we're going to talk about that. We're actually going to touch on the Tree of Wisdom a little bit more in just a little bit. I do want to talk about that because that is kind of a big deal. That is kind of a big deal. So, speaking of videos that we're going to discuss together in this video, and this live stream, yesterday I put out, with your all's insistence, I put out this video yesterday. It's the Yasmin and Judge meta breaker, I'm sorry, new meta blender video, right? It's all about the challenge, here we go. It's all about this Hero Wars Facebook challenge, right? And I made this video with the help of you all in yesterday's live stream. She's inclusive, I tell you. I think Zisha is going to be to Facebook. I think Zisha will be here before you know it. We have this team, right? And if you haven't already gone and collected the rewards from this challenge, they are live today. 3 portal charges and some other loot. Anyway, it's this team right here. Aurora, Invari, Celeste, Heidi, and Martha. I beat this team in 23 seconds. 23 seconds. And this video right here is a challenge to my community. And it was a mistake. Oh man, it was a mistake. I got so many videos yesterday sent to me. So many videos. However, one individual in particular, going by the name of Fat Freak. Yep. All right, am I still on stream? Here we go. United Berserkers over on server, what server? Server 39. United Berserkers. This guy beat this team in 17 seconds. And of all the people that sent me videos defeating this team, this is by far the fastest. 17 seconds. Crazy. $17 seconds. Yeah. So I think that we're going to do something like this in the future. This video, not this video. Although I shared this video with the community managers, and I think that they, I think they shared it a lot. The video's got 70 or 69 views. They got a response from Hero Wars proper. This is this individual's first YouTube video ever. I don't know if he's going to start doing YouTube videos or not, but you know, I thought it was kind of cool. I think that we should do stuff like this in the future. It got so hyped. It got so many people so excited to participate. I guess I have to beat that one now. 17 seconds. With that in mind, what's the best hybrid team? Good question. Good question. I published that video yesterday. The Yasmin and Judge is the new meta blender. Now, it could be the clickbait title. It could be the clickbait thumbnail. Anything with Yasmin in it does well for YouTube. Just about anything with Yasmin in it or Kira does really, really well for YouTube. And I try not to overuse videos about that because there's just only so much that you can talk about with these heroes. But it's got 3,300 views since, well, in under 24 hours, which is pretty good. It's pretty high for, you know, an average. The video just got so much hype because of Judge. It's probably what it was. So I think it would be fun. And I gave the winner. Now, the contest was the first person to beat it. So I think possibly starting on Monday, maybe we should start doing something like this once a week. And then the contest lasts a week, right? Not the first one to beat it, but the fast, like for example here, I could send this contest out and be like, all right, so you guys have 1 week to beat this team. Whoever can beat this team with the fastest finish, you know, gets a free skin, right? Or 3 portal charges or whatever. And unfortunately, mobile players can't really participate. I apologize. I apologize to that. But I think that would be a lot of fun. I think, it'd be a fun community challenge that we could get behind. We could put qualifiers in it. Like this team, you had to use Yasmin. You had to use Yasmin in the team. And thanks to Pat Fez, I had to use Pat Fez. I'm sorry, I had to use Judge. Pat Fez is not Judge. Whoa, maybe Pat Fez is Judge. Maybe Pat Fez is here. We do speed testing for fun in our guild. My advice is to use physical damage with pure damage from agility-based heroes or magic damage with pure damage from intelligence-based heroes. Interesting. Physical plus magic is now the best idea. You mean not the best idea, Klaus? Love the idea. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we set it up somehow on Discord instead. Because I'm concerned about, I was doing this video and I was editing the video and I was concerned that YouTube might see this as some kind of contest. And I was like, oh, YouTube is gonna block me again. So I may do something like this on Discord, and then share the fastest. But be like, this team, this individual, Pat Fez and his Judge team was the winner this week with the fastest kill against my such and such. We sent Pat Fez these rewards. Congratulations, Pat. Your Judge is amazing. Stuff like that. And we could do fun stuff like the most damage by a single hero. We could do stuff like the most healing, the fewest heroes. I don't know. You'll need to set a minimum time or you'll end up with much more submissions. Well, yeah, Sir Turbo, it would be like, the week. It would be like the week. I got a lot of submissions in about 12 hours, but it wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't like unmanageable. People just sent me, their links on Discord. And this individual, what was his name? Fat Freak. Terrible name. This individual sent me the video and he's like, I beat it. Here's my 17-second video. Right? So if you just put in the text, I beat it in 20 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever, then it's easy to work through. Say more nice things about my Judge. But see, something that I ran into that I didn't think about whenever I was making this challenge is that you have to have the heroes in order to compete. There's an individual that couldn't participate because they didn't have Anvari unlocked. They didn't have Anvari summoned, so they couldn't participate in this challenge. And I was like, oh man, so that kind of sucks. Like, I don't like that I can't help new players with this. That kind of sucks. But, you know, maybe we can have, you know, maybe if you don't have the hero for the defending team, maybe you could have a guild member that does. Put it in the chat. Like, put it in the, I don't know. I don't know. I did see it, M.E.T.A. I did see it. I just haven't really had a chance to really do anything with it. Yeah, Flamewing says Lilith wins most healing by billions. We probably have to take Lilith out of it. We probably have to take Lilith out of it. Biggest problem would be not having Cleaver. Cleaver would be somebody that I'd have to work around. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can always have help from guildmates creating the fight for you. Yeah. I've Aurora, Dante, Celeste, Faceless Leon team on mobile. I've been losing a lot to meta teams with lower power than me. Any change suggestions would be much appreciated. Hobo with a gun. It's hard to say. I mean, is your Aurora dying first? Is your Dante dying? Like, I don't. It's hard to say. As more and more heroes get released, classic metas will become extinct. Mm-hmm. With your recent one, it was your finish time, so people with longer victories don't submit. Oh, good point. I need to include some kind of personal best score, like a minimum qualification time. Like, you can't even compete in this unless you can compete at this level. That's a great idea, Star Turbo. That's a great idea. Great idea. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So we covered that. We covered this. And I'm out of water. I drank my entire bottle of water without spilling it. All right. Here's the last thing that I really need to talk about with you guys before we move on to Guild Wars and Guild Raids and kind of wrap things up. And I apologize, mobile players. This has been a Facebook heavy video, so I apologize for that. I apologize for that, but sometimes it is what it is. So Coco over at Hero Wars Secrets published this video on the 4th, 4 days ago. This is his most recent video, defeating Ash at level 160. And the video is basically him showing that versus the level 160 boss, he has a team that is able to get. Let's find it here. Let me find it here. So we got over 168 million. You got over 168 million damage with the same team that we've been talking about for a while, right? Isaac, Zhu, Nebula, Sebastian, Martha. I just got an email. Ooh, low fares opened up on Southwest. I'm gonna buy a plane ticket. I love it. So 860 million. 79,174. That's the total health of the level 160 boss, right? This is a sad day for Hero Wars Facebook and web. I'm not happy about it, but at the same time, I am kind of happy about it. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, I can't even look at the 160 boss. Is that what the health of the 160 boss is? Does anybody know? Like, is that 860 million? Is that the health? I'm assuming that's the health. Is that what this is? Nature guy says yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So if it's 860 million, everybody in your guild needs to do 28 million damage, 29 million damage, 28 to 29 million damage. All right. Which versus this boss is a tough thing. It's a tough thing to do. Klaus says 860. Okay. All right. 28, 29 million, 28.6, 28.7 million damage each for 30 members of your guild. Excuse me. Right? But 168 million, right? 860 divided by 168. That's only 5 to 6 members. If you're doing this, 5 to 6 members if you're doing this much damage. Do you need 5 teams against the level 160 boss? You absolutely do not. This video right here is proof that you absolutely do not need 25 heroes leveled up for Asgard. You don't. You don't. What do we have? We have Sebastian, who is the absolute most important hero in the game on Hero Wars Facebook and web. Everybody should level up this hero. We have Isaac, possibly the number 2 most important hero anymore. Because of the prevalence of Aurora, because of myself and Misty and others, the dodge changes, all of that. Isaac is insanely important. Isaac and Sebastian, 2 of the most important heroes in all of Hero Wars Mobile. You have Zhu, a staple boss killer, right? Anytime that you want to find yourself defeating a boss, almost every time you use Zhu, okay? Nebula, another fantastic support for basically every team. And of course, Martha, you know, the number 1, number 2, or number 3 healer in the game, depending on who you ask. One of the top 3 heroes, you know, the top or the second or third hero. True, but not everyone hitting that hard. Wally, I'm getting to it. Hold on. So, with these 5 heroes, obviously you need 15 heroes, right? You need 15 heroes at least to be competitive in the Guild Raid Phase 1, right? 15, I need 3 teams of 5. But not at the power level that this team is. You only need 1 team at the power level that this team is. I was hoping, more than anything, that this was going to create some kind of greater diversity in who to build. And it's done the exact opposite. And I don't know why I thought that it was going to do diversity. I don't know why I thought it was going to increase the number of heroes. This shrinks the number of heroes that you need on Hero Wars Facebook and web. It absolutely shrinks the number of heroes that you need. Because now this is all but a finished game. This game is all but completely solved. All right? All but completely solved. I bet you, and this is a lofty statement, but I feel pretty strongly about it. I bet you that I can beat almost any single team with my Kark team. I bet you that my Kark team, with the correct swapping in and swapping out, the correct leveled up pets, I bet you that I can beat any Guild War team. I bet you that there's not a single team that I can't find a way to use Kark and most of the heroes that I've leveled to defeat that team. I bet you. By the way, my Kark team has Nebula, Martha. I have Sebastian and Isaac both leveled up. All I need to do is bring my Zhu along, right? Realistically, in Facebook, you only need like 10 heroes. You cannot start a week at level 160, so you need to take out at least. Right. So Klaus, his video is about starting at the level 150 boss, having the lower level hitters hit the 150, taking out the level 150 boss, collecting the 27-28% guild morale, whatever it was. All the minion fighting throughout the week is going to let you buy basically every single buff that's able to be purchased, and then leaving the level 160 boss for the biggest hitters in your guild. That's a little bit more about strategy, but still, there's unequivocally now a best 10 heroes on Hero Wars Facebook. There is absolutely a top 10 set of heroes to level up. There's a absolute best. No doubt about it, there's an absolute best. All right? It involves marksman. Yeah? Support. Yeah. What do we got? What do we got here? Marksman, strong marksman. We have, of course, Ju, right? Kira. Kira will absolutely wreck. Where's my Kira? Kira will do fantastic against those other minion lines. Pick another marks person. You could use Astrid and Lucas. I'm going to use Artemis in my situation, right? You've got Isaac, who is a support control. You have Nebula, that it's a support healer. You have Sebastian, that's a support. So support, marksman, healer. Support, marksman, healer. Who else is a strong healer that can act like a tank? Who else? Let me find him. You guys know what it is. Marcus. Marcus is a healer. He can absolutely tank for those minion fights. He can absolutely take advantage of the health tree or the healer tree in the Tree of Ascension. You just can't translate Ju to a good arena team, though. You can translate Kira, Artemis. Klaus, but the point that I'm trying to make is unless you're leveling up this set of heroes, that's the goal. Like, obviously, my guild, my oh yeah, Dante. Can't forget Dante. My personal situation is that I am months and months and months away from being competitive against that 150 boss. But now, if anybody ever asks on Facebook and web, which heroes should I level up? If it's not one of these like 10 heroes, if it's not a marksman damage dealer, the answer is no. If it's not Martha, Thea, or Marcus, or Celeste, you know, you could talk about Celeste in some teams. You could talk about Dorian in other teams. If it's not the main team to fight Osh, and then the extra heroes that you can use in Arena and Guild War, then there's no other heroes that matter. There's no other heroes that matter. Because these heroes are shown to be effective at the highest level in player versus environment and the highest level of Guild Wars. Hero Wars, Facebook, and web is a solved game. I just mean you have to level you up specifically for the boss fights, and that takes away from your current focus. Yeah, been pushing my Dante and Aurora really hard to answer your question. I think Aurora now was a mistake. I think Aurora is one of the worst heroes that you can level. And by the way, whenever I say one of the worst heroes that you could level for Facebook and web, I'm including like 30 heroes in that group. Orion, I noticed, is amazing. Okay, Orion would be another great choice. Orion doesn't fit into the most efficient use, right? Because you're looking at, if you're looking at these heroes, right? The main team of Isaac is a support, right? Isaac and Sebastian and Nebula are all supports. This is the first tree that everybody needs to be leveling up. The absolute main tree that everybody needs to be leveling up in the Tree of Wisdom is the support tree, absolutely first. Without a doubt, no question. I thought it was the tanks. It's absolutely this one. Okay. 3 of the heroes in that main team, and indeed 3 heroes that you're going to find at least one of in every single top 10 arena team, every single Guild War top team, Gold League team, right? You also have the marks person, Ju, right? So level up a marks person on this list for your main PvP team, your main arena team. Mine is going to be Artemis, Dante works, Kira works. Heck, you can even do, you know, Ginger and Fox and make an engineer team. Use the engineer buffs. Use an engineer team for one of the other branch or one of the other minion fights. That's fine. And then you got this healer tree. You got this healer tree. You have a hero that can act as a tank and a healer for one of your minion lines. You have the best healer in the game for Osh, right? And in many arena and Guild War teams. I hate to say it, but Kark is the wrong hero to level up because Aurora mitigates magic damage. I found her great tank in Asgard fights, boss included. Don't get me wrong. Aurora is a very strong hero. If not the best tank, one of the best tanks. But if we're talking about the most efficient way to play Hero Wars Facebook, Aurora is not it. Aurora is not it. It could be, you know, it could be one of the options. And again, the second team, the first team is obviously the first team. The first team is Isaac, Jude, Nebula, Sebastian, Martha. If you're not leveling up these heroes, then you're doing yourself and your guild a disservice long term. You're doing yourself and your guild a disservice if you're not leveling up these heroes. You just are. All of these heroes are amazing elsewhere. Amazing elsewhere. Not just here, but they're amazing elsewhere. But you also need a second and a third team for phase 1, right? Fighting all those minion fights. You also need at least a decent set of heroes that can be competitive in the arena and guild war. Or how about this? Just level up your Titans instead. Just level up your Titans instead and be Titan fighters. I said any of the damage dealer among mage, marksman, and warrior. When do we get Marianne a pair with Ginger? A 3-hour tour. Usual hero war cycle for hero development. Today's bad hero is tomorrow's OP hero. Maybe. What is anticipated timeline for new bosses? Could this change the situation? Yes, Cordy, that is something that we have not discussed. Anybody has discussed. Is the timeline for new bosses? The short answer is we don't know. We don't know. We don't know when the new bosses are coming. New bosses are coming. It's going to change everything. All of a sudden, Isaac is going to suck. Sebastian's the worst hero to level. Martha's the worst healer. The worst. Speaking of Titan fighting, pitter patter, let's get at her. Jimmy Thomas, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. I'm the only Satori user in Arena on my server. I love it. I love it, Griff. When they ever add new bosses, would they routine? Routine? Rotate? You mean? Probably. Well, we don't know. We don't know. Who's able to complete the Ascension quest for heroics? Not me. Not me, D-Worm, I spin emeralds. Let's finish. Let's do some Guild War stuff, and then we'll wrap it up. That's weird. I jumped from 120 to 196, and then back down to 115 viewers. Very weird. I'm really hoping I kill that Raji right there. Ah, almost killed him. I killed the Nova at least. All right, now this team. Now this team. Do I go no healer? I'm all riled up now. I'm all riled up. We're going to keep Oliver on there. I don't know. I don't think I need Helios here. I don't think I need Helios. Yasmin's so far back, I don't think I need Helios. I'm probably going to regret it. Yeah, I didn't need Helios. Thank you, Sebastian, for making Fenris and Qingmao worthless. See ya, Alvaro. Let's actually do this. Consumable. Agility crystals. Vibrant ones. It's fine. Which one is it? The support? Is it this one? Is this the support one? Kindness insignia? I'm going to hold on to those because I don't know which one it is. Yeah, Klaus, I find that if I use Helios very often, she attacks Helios first. Great Chief Wisdom. We're not there yet. Ascension Spire. Let's see what we can do here. Not much. I've been putting a lot into Kark. Wish I'd been putting it into Sebastian all along. But that's okay. That's okay. Team 1, Team 2. Good enough. Yeah. Skip. This freaking guy. Yes, that is the point with the magic sphere floating in front of the opposing team. Helios will be the last that attacked her almost 99% of the time. Yeah. You know, just because that's the team Coco uses doesn't mean other teams' heroes won't be effective. I agree, Finkles, though. I 100% agree. Somebody mentioned to me today that there's a judge team that actually does really well. And I'm being serious, that there's a judge team that does really well at taking out the defensive spheres. And I asked them, I was like, give me more information. I would love to see this judge team. I think the Aurora team is also pretty effective. You know, hero like Aurora that can absorb most of that magic damage up front. I think that's another great opportunity there. It wasn't Pathfest. It was not Pathfest. Judge team. Yeah. Said that Judge is really good at taking out the spheres. I guess because of the ultimate. Let's go take a look at it. Creates a lightning storm that deals damage to every enemy for four times. Force field blocks all damage on the ally with the lowest health. Hologram. Judge cleared of all negative effects and also blocks the next attack. And then this lowers the enemy team's magic defense. So I guess this ability right here is really good at taking out the defensive spheres. But at a 15% magic attack modifier, it just seems like that there are other abilities that do just as good. Maybe not that are ultimates. I don't know. Last thing that I wanted to do today is I wanted to beat this Guild War opponent with an Artemis team. Using Artemis and some of the other heroes that I would use in that main lineup. So we're definitely going to use Artemis. Yeah. We're going to use Jets and Dorian. And this is max testing here. Dorian. There you are. Boom. And I mean, why not use Marcus? Why not use Marcus? You know? I would use Sebastian. Well, I guess I could put Sebastian here instead of... Sebastian's probably more beneficial here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, Marcus was the bad choice. Tank for me, Sebastian. Tank for me. All right, that didn't work. Let's just do... Let's try this. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. There we go. Any speculation on the next Facebook web event? I have no idea. I don't really know. I don't really have any idea. People keep asking me, but I have no idea. Nobody's data mined it. You know, Loadrunner is kind of on vacation. Not on vacation, but he's not on vacation. He's working extra this week and next week. He hasn't really posted anything. We don't have any sneak peeks. No. I don't know. But, guys, tomorrow's live stream is at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. 7:30 p.m. Central Time before the web event goes live at 8 p.m. Central Time. Of course, the Facebook event's going to go live at 11 p.m. I would imagine we'll probably get a new mobile event tomorrow or the day after as well. New videos every morning here on Hero Wars Central. If you, Oliver Span, if you just joined, most of the topics that we discuss in today's video are going to be shared on the Hero Wars Clips YouTube channel. That link is down in the description box down below. If you're not a subscriber to that Clips channel and you are interested in catching the main topics from every live stream, then I would suggest you all go and subscribe, turn on notifications for that channel as well. I post 2 clips from my live stream every single day to that channel. It kind of works out. You know, I live stream 5 times a day. 5 times a day. I live stream 5 times a week. So I post about 14 clips a week. Sometimes I post 3 or 4 videos in a day if I, get a little bit of a backlog. But we will see you all in tomorrow's live stream. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.